time for Game 3. Stay tuned. We're back and we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 of this best of 7. IG leading 2-0. DK very much on the back foot right now. Let's see if they can bounce back here. Both games, they started off with some kills before the creep spawn. A team wipe in game 1, a 5-2 lead there, and a 2-0 lead in game 2. But in both games, they failed to capitalize, and now they find themselves 2 games away from going home, being sent home packing as another second place finisher. We thought they had the monkey off their back, but we could be wrong about that. Sure, they took Cider Cup, but that's not really like a major tournament. They have yet to win a major and take a first place off of one since DK entered Dota 2, guys. So I'm LDB on the summit. I'm joined here today by Lysander and Winter. Guys, how you doing?
Capitalize. Yeah, but seriously, DK really needs to pick some games up now. Invictus Gaming, they want to seal the deal here. I think if they get to a 3-0 situation, it's going to be real tough because morale is going to be against you, and the whole snowball effect of Invictus Gaming, just winning over and over, will win. And you never know, if you're down to one game, you could die to cheese strats. And Invictus Gaming, they have 4 games for you to for them to experiment with, and Nature's Prophet. So they got to pick up King Rat to seal this.
You know, this hero has been getting banned against IG. I think this is the first time it's been allowed through in this series. Both games it was banned in the first stage.
I just like the plan that IG had against DK. Every game they've been banning out the same hero, Timbersaw and OD and Wiz. This is clearly the strongest strategies that DK have in their arsenal. And Timbersaw and OD are the 2 heroes that allow Mushi and Ice to single-handedly carry the game and do a lot of things in the game to give a lot of pressure to the enemy team. So taking these 2 heroes out was actually, in my opinion, a very smart move against DK.
And the Wisp, if you, between those 3 bans, Winter, you've actually, I would say you've banned out 2 of their best strategies. You mentioned, we talked about this yesterday, they have a couple really strong strategies. One of them is the Tiny Wisp, or just the Wisp strategies in general, the like semi-global lineups. The second one is what you were referring to, which is the lane domination strategies, where they run like the OD, the Timbersaw, maybe a Templar Assassin occasionally, but the lane dominators who can just win 1v1s, they go aggressive tri-lane, and they snowball from there. So with these 3 bans, I would say they basically removed 2 strategies for DK. Because sure, they could still try for those kinds of strategies, at least the lane domination, but these are the best heroes to execute it with, and they're not available now.
DK's turn.
Yeah, those heroes are indeed the best. Bristleback. Yeah, Bristleback on... He's going to be still able to do a lot of stuff in the game, but Bristleback has a huge difference with Timbersaw. You can't pick off heroes as easy as Timbersaw. Bristleback is mainly for the 5-manning and the tanking power of the hero. Timbersaw is basically different. You can split push and you can put a lot of pressure on the enemy supports because you can just kill the support so easily, unlike a Bristleback, which you don't really kill the supports that easily.
Ice begs to differ. He dives towers and gets out alive, but we'll see. We'll see. I've seen him wreck on Timbersaw, man. He just doesn't care.
Well, he'll have some help here. He'll have the Crystal Maiden, and you know, whenever you're Bristleback, you just, there's a smile on your face when you have a CM on your team. Get that, even the 1 point in the R or the 2 points, you're so happy.
It's a huge load of difference with the Crystal Maiden and without the Crystal Maiden. The farming pace of the Bristleback is greatly increased with the Crystal Maiden alone.
Wow, let's Shrek. What do you guys think?
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's interesting.
They're gonna blitz this, I think. They're just gonna rush down.
Face rush? Do we see like a TA, a Night Stalker, maybe even a Gyro or some like aggressive diving heroes, perhaps?
Yeah, it could happen. Again, they might go back to Luna.
I feel they want something to like punish Rat, you know, go like hunt the Pit. Because right now they can't really hunt the Prophet after the laning stage.
There are 2 ways to punish Rat. One way is, of course, to
pick
those
chases. Now they can punish
him. And the other way, of course, is to crush towers early and deny Nature's Prophet the map control to get his foothold on the map. And Lash Strike Crystal Maiden, I'm still praying that is a mid lash that's gonna level up real fast and crush face, but it's looking less likely now.
Does Mushi play Leshrac mid? Because it was always Yamate who
No.
played it in orange.
No, when we do like Leshrac as a core, it's always in the tri lane. It was never solo mid because
5
Leshrac solo mid
seconds
is
remaining.
basically asking to die. Too easy to gank.
Especially nowadays with smoke being even stronger than it used to be. And it was already hard to go mid as Leshrac.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I-
the face
I
rush.
feel like
doesn't-
the middle hero of DK right now could be something like what you said. You need something to rush. It's either a Night Stalker or something like a Puck.
Yeah, Mushi Quap. I think Mushi Quap's good.
Quap,
Do you
Quap
think-
is less likely probably. They want someone to initiate with a stun. Otherwise, if they go for a Quap again, there will be another problem. How do they
No
take out the storm? No stuns.
And any chance of a Mushi Magnus? Maybe not now with the Storm pick, because it's not a great matchup, but...
No.
Ooh,
Close to
they
zero.
banned the Pope.
IG's turn to ban.
Wow,
it is a ban.
DK, they're anti-Christian here. This is very discriminatory behavior. You can't ban the Pope. That's wrong.
Well,
The Knicks,
but
the
then
Knicks
it-
ban,
it's-
however, the Knicks ban is very, very good because that could also be a secondary option after the Puck, because it's really good against the Prophet and very good against the Storm.
Yeah. Okay, so now they need the NS. I think now NS is really good. For, like you guys said, the silence
10
is going to be
seconds
very
remaining.
powerful against Storm. He can dive towers, and once they take a kill, Leshrac will bring it down.
5
So,
seconds.
The only problem is NS does not lane well against Storm. Like Storm outpushes you, Storm can easily outfarm you, and he lane controls pretty well against you. So if they want to do that, they're gonna have to smoke gank or pressure mid, or they're just gonna lose that lane.
I feel like the Puck could be a very good option for them. Puck takes out the Rubik, takes out the Vino very easily as well as a mid solo, and the call into the Horn setup is also really strong in the mid game fights. So I would say Puck could be one of the better options here now for DK.
Once in a while, we've seen DK run or Mushi run
Yeah.
like a solo mid Darkseer, but that hero is not very popular right now.
No, not now.
Yeah,
I don't think he will
yes,
do
it
it
does.
now.
the vacuum nerfs
he-
finally hitting him.
He used to run it whenever they are always on the Sentinel, the Radiant side, because you can just farm the lane and push out the lane and farm the small camp. But it's much more difficult now if you get unlucky with the spawns, and the camps are difficult for the Darkseer to clear out.
Yeah, if you get those golems, GG.
GG golems.
Much
And
hope.
Puck is also a very good hero to pick up a side of Vice for. So that's another way for them. Okay, Windrunner
Ranger.
is also another stunner.
IG's turn to pick.
I feel like the Puck would have been better though, because the Puck gives you a reliable disable versus Storm that only a BKB can counter.
Oh, Hackle shots, just as good. And Nature's Prophet will provide a lot of Treants, his own Sprout to latch things to. So I guess it's okay. 3.5 seconds of lockdown on a Storm Spirit is pretty big a deal.
Hopefully the Prophet is not sprouting his own teammates and setting off the Windrunner shackle shots.
10
But the Treants
seconds
actually will be a lot of trouble for them.
Yeah.
If the more units, the better.
5 seconds
DK have
remaining.
pretty good AoE, and actually it's IG who are going to go for the Night
Farming.
Stalker. So
Ferrari's gonna farm.
the innovators of the Face Rush lineup are going back to it here. IG will, and we'll adjust the score here, guys. But
Trilane Night Stalker.
let me see if I can put this.
Trilane Night Stalker is kind of meh if you don't get any kills actually, because you are level 4 by the first night time at best. And it's
Yeah,
not really
your
that
level is
effective.
really low. And I think this game IG would potentially do aggressive tri-lane with the Vino and the Rubik and Night Stalker against the Spectre, because you don't want to give Spectre a good start. That hero just wrecks everything during the mid game if he has a good start. And they have a Prophet to assist the tri-lane if needed. So it will turn into a 4 versus 3 very, very easily for them. So potentially a very strong aggressive
10
tri-lane
seconds
from
remaining.
IG here to punish the Spectre.
Alright. So we're gonna go into the game.
Sorry for the ghetto overlays, guys, but the admins did not do the best of 5 game option, and I guess they just decided not to use it since they forgot to in the first game. So there's your ghetto score, but you do get one. And anyway, on that note, we introduced the teams here. It is a best of 7, and currently IG are leading 2-0, and IG they were definitely not the favorites in this matchup. They even said that they were feeling nervous coming into the series, but maybe they were just hustling DK, lulling them into a false sense of security, because here they are leading 2-0. How the Night Stalker Faith the Rubik. Banana going to be playing the Venomancer. They're going aggressive tri-lane. This will put 430 solo mid, rushing a bottle, pulled 2 tangos, and that leaves YYF on the safe lane Prophet. A fearsome Prophet. It's been getting banned out, I'd say like 80% of their games so far in WPC-ACE playoffs, but this game it slips through.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for the game where Ice gets his Timber Saw.
And this is a first, by the way. No first bloods before the creep spawn. No level 1 5-man into the enemy jungle.
DK's got this. My socketed Immortals are safe.
Okay.
They got this.
You keep on believing that, buddy.
Nope, my Immortals are safe.
Well, on
Thanks
that
for your keys.
On that note, let's introduce their opposition, Team DK. They were the heavy favorites coming to this series. Looked unstoppable versus Vici Gaming, and here they are. They got to win 4 of the next potentially 5 games to take the series. Lamb will be playing your supportless Shrek. Has not been, I'd say he's been the most disappointing player so far in DK. Needs to step it up here in Game 3. MMY, your support Crystal Maiden. Burning will be handling that. Spectre. Very fearsome late game carry, so definitely a different style in that regard for DK in terms of the draft. Mushi on the solo mid Wind Ranger, and that does leave Ice on the Bristleback to go 1v1 against the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, and
this is a actually very favorable playstyle for DK. They like to do 3 versus 3, 1 versus 1, 1 versus 1. This is what they are always looking for in the draft.
Lamb, not gonna go down. How could have maybe dove that and gone for like the Void and get off one more right click and try and kill him, but might have given up first blood in his own right. So they'll play it safe. And how do you feel about the tri-lanes here, Winter? Do you give either team a big edge? Generally, the Spectre tri-lane's considered the weaker one, but I feel like the supports of DK are a bit stronger.
Yeah, I feel like the Spectre lane could be weaker at the start of the game, and they don't really need to accomplish too much here for IG. They just need to suppress the Spectre's farm and wait for the level 6 from the Prophet and then go in to try and get a kill.
yeah, missing on the last split off there, so will not get the kill. If they had landed split off, they could be looking at something. The thing about IG's tri-lane is they lack burst right now. They have a lift, Gale, and only Void to do any damage. And Gale usually not leveled past level 1, which is annoying. We have been past that, so it's up to DK to apply aggression, I think. And because of this, House Night Stalker is probably not going to have that higher level as well by the night time.
Yeah, and Night Stalker really needs the levels. I mean, to the point where like you'll see Night Stalkers go Midas, and I feel it's just the farm's nice, but the levels are the big issue. Meanwhile, top lane, Ice diving YYF here, but there are 4 stick charges. This could be a mistake. Pops him, and Ice will retreat. But he's bullying this Nature's Prophet. Boots first, not really doing much to help him here.
Let him double damage.
Keeping him alive, I guess, but not making YYF happy in the lane.
Let him double damage. Could be looking for something. Maybe Rubik.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for
they get
opening
there.
here.
Now, no, I think Leno gets into trouble instead. He's out of position. He was too early, and
He needs to drop the split earth. He's trying to find the opening for it. Finally, he'll drop it, but it's too late. He canceled it too many times, and he'll end up giving up the first blood. He just hesitated once. Then, once you hesitate the one time, it's too late. Was Gale, was taking right-click damage, and down he goes. So Lamb, I mean, after that MLG, the entire tournament, Lamb, especially in the playoffs, was the hero for the team, and well, he's been very disappointing so far in this best of 7. Really feels like the weak link in the past 2 games.
He has not been playing well, and Prophet has been forced to teleport all the way back to base. Has no mana, needs to regen, and so a huge victory for Ice there. The Prophet is not going to be able to assist his team for the next 40 seconds.
And the good news for DK is, even though they're losing the tri-lane to some extent, well, they are still farming the Spectre. So even though they give up the first blood, that's not too bad. And they're dominating the 2 solo lanes. They got the 1v1 matchups, and they're winning the 1v1s. Middle lane's not that dominating, but they're still winning it.
I feel both of the matchups are actually better for Mushi and Ice. Wind Ranger versus Storm is actually... Wind Ranger has the advantage early on. And same for Bristleback versus Prophet. Prophet can't really drive the Bristleback off the lane.
He just doesn't,
he just like tickles him. Maybe once he gets the phase boots, it'll be a little bit different, but even then, you're just gonna get out harassed pretty easily.
He actually got a bottle to deal with the lane as well, and he's refilling his bottle right now. Ice.
Well,
Happy New Year to Peru.
It's the New Year's rushing towards us. It's not. I'll be the last one to celebrate the New Year here, I believe. But the only people who celebrate it later, I think, are in Hawaii. That's the latest.
But they're
it's the
celebrating all
nighttime.
year, and now the Night Stalker Batman chasing down MMY. Crystal feeding. Could be in trouble. Drop
He's
the
got a
Crystal
void.
Nova, but oh, Haste Storm Spirit. This is so dead. This Crystal Maiden's done. Ferrari, he will get that kill and he'll just waltz out of there. Burning. Oh dear. Gonna get killed up, gonna get lifted. This is gonna be 2 kills. DOIG. So this is what I said. DK needs to lose early game so they can't throw this.
Well, step 1 accomplished. They've lost the early game at this point. Despite the 2 soul lanes going their way, they're now down by 1,000 gold. Experience their trailing.
I don't think you could say they lost the early game. It's just the bottom lane that's lost completely. DK actually won both of their solo lanes right now.
Yeah, I mean mid lane, they've won it, but it actually was pretty even until 431 bottom. He was down like 2 CS, but now he's down a lot more.
Think so.
He's gonna pot right on top. Oh, Ice he comes in here for some fun, and he might actually take some extra damage. The Prophet's here to apply some pressure as well. And like I said, the Night Stalker is now level 4 in the first night time. Not as much damage as you would like, and Rubik as well as Sprout a little bit mistimed there, but Ice is dropping real low, but Faith might die before that, he does. And no, Bristleback punches him in the face, Lanham gets 1 kill on the boss. So this is a little bit of a turnaround. Once again, Ice builds a little bit of space for his team, allow his supports to get back on the board, but Nature's Prophet with his treants will bring down the tower.
Neither solo mid coming to that particular fight. There was a TP available, sorry, Mushi did not have a TP. Would like to see him carrying one though, because he's got quite a bit of mana, already level 2 Shackle, and could really turn the tides here. But DK they don't want anything to do with this lane anymore. They send Burning Top. He'll try and eke out what farm he can, and actually, Nature's Prophet can't do that much to the Spectre, even though he's got phase boost.
No, he can't, but backup is on the way, smoked up by the Night Stalker and the Rubik. They're gonna come from behind to try and get Burning, and Burning just used his dagger.
This is really the face rush, Winter, from IG. We saw it back in the G1 League Season 4. And here they go.
They might run into
Mushi doesn't
Bristleback.
have a TP. Mushi doesn't have a TP. Crystal Maiden doesn't have a TP.
Prophet's dead.
Lamb doesn't have a TP too.
Oh, YYF's dead. No TP.
Punch. And they're gonna back off. So level 4 Night Stalker really useless, I think, at this point. Not say really useless, but pretty useless. MMY, okay, except against this Crystal Maiden. Yeah. Power shot does fly. Nope, Shackle shot doesn't latch as well. So 3-5.
Gonna dive deep for this? Nope, they'll back off here. And the big thing for me is that Burning catching up in terms of levels now, and it's the Bristleback who's been the big problem for IG. Ice having that powerful start and showing just how much Bristleback can do with it. When he TP'd bottom, even though he died, he almost killed all 3 heroes with Quills. If he had like a magic stick there, I think he would have gotten a kill or 2, but now he
he didn't have the magic stick there.
and now he does. So now I feel like DK very much, this is the kind of draft that can have a bad start and still come back, and it really wasn't that bad, even though they were a bit behind early on.
But YYF,
Like you
he
said,
is...
like Lysander said, they need to be behind to win the game.
They got this. Easy. Night Stalker is level 5, about hit 6, but nighttime's coming to an end, so this is why I don't really like tri-lane Night Stalkers unless they really get a whole bunch of kills and start rolling, and then if that happens, you usually won the game anyway, so...
I feel like they did the job with the Tri-Lane Night Stalker. The Spectre's farm is not really that good right now because of the Tri-Lane against him, and Night Stalker can use the next few minutes to farm. Like, usually it's the second night phase that counts the most right now for the Night Stalker, not the first night phase.
And the other thing is they got the tower, so because they had that early success in the lane, they destroyed the Spectre's safety in terms of farm, so that's why he TP top. The tier 1 was just, it was out of the question for him, and now he'll try and farm bottom, but they could make a go on this Spectre fairly soon. With the Prophet ultimate,
Hasted Mushy.
with the
Gonna
Storm,
chase Prophet.
they
Speaking
could
of
go.
Prophet, Hasterin. They could dive him. I think they should.
Yeah, they're not doing so yet, though.
Windrunner showed himself, so...
No TP scroll on the Night Stalker, no TP on the Beano. That's very limited supports they can bring to YYF if they try to dive him there.
And no Darkness yet. How is only level 5, so he can't
Yeah.
do much even if he does TP.
Dire's top tower is
Surprise.
under
They're gonna go for the
Surprising
Spectre. They're gonna go for the Spectre.
I'm very
Prophet
surprised Mushy
ultimates-
showed himself top.
Yeah, he could have hit in the trees and went from behind with the haste rune, but he didn't. But
Yeah.
Burning seems like he's gonna pay with his life right now. Prophet ultimate and the Storm plus the Rubik.
He is so poor
gonna
right
die.
now. Birdie is so poor.
Yeah,
Boots and a magic stick. Now they zip in, they're gonna pull him back, and he's
The
dead.
reaction.
Mushi's coming.
Echo shot. Echo shot. Echo shot. Mushi hesitating a little bit, and this is what I was saying! Ferrari latched onto his Prophet's 3s there. The shackle shot is level 3.
Oh,
And
come
Ferrari-
on, come on. That should not be happening. That was, I mean, that was a good sprout, but
Yeah,
come on,
but
Lysander,
that's what I'm saying.
please, please.
Extra stuff to latch onto. You'll see. You'll have one game-breaking Trian shackle later on.
Lysander, have
You'll see.
mercy on my brain.
You'll see.
Enemy
That'll be-
Nature's Prophet is Windrunner's best friend since when? Since
Yeah.
now, apparently.
I mean, Prophets and Windrunner go very well on the same team as well.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you
on
can
the same
sprout
team,
into a
on the same
shackle.
team it makes sense, but that's a very unusual situation to find yourself in, I feel.
Accidents happen.
That's the slogan,
Agreed.
the slogan of
Agreed.
Windrunners everywhere.
Accidents do happen. That's why shackle shots happen.
Yep. Now we're gonna have the race of D wards. Star wards in the middle lane. 36 now, 10 minutes in. IG ahead
Wow.
in gold, about 1000. XP 1005 in favor of DK. So DK heroes are higher.
Lysander and David. They are Bristleback is building a armlet. Have you seen this? I think he's building
Oh,
an armlet.
I love this build, actually. This build is really scary.
ISSI says, okay, you scrubs, I'm gonna carry now. Step aside. He's been doing well all two games, I think, both games, and now he's gonna try.
I mean, they have
He's gonna
Mushi. The thing is, they have Mushi to build the mech, so
He's gonna beat a Batman.
he
Yep,
can go
Batman.
for a damage build. I like this a lot, actually. I think this is the right way to play it.
Rip Batman. He's in so much trouble. He silences ISSI. I'm not so sure this is the best idea, but Lanham, where's
He-
the stun? Lanham is always hesitating right now. Storm Spirit's gonna bring him down. And Ferrari's gonna zip all the way from the top, but ISSI is already cleaning up. And Ferrari out of mana. They could try and go for him. He's balling up. I think he's gonna be safe. The ghoul does
No.
land on him. He's gonna, no, it's not gonna disjoint it. Faith is
He-
nearby.
He actually could have silenced the Lash Rock and TP right out. There's no stuns. The Maiden was too far.
Yeah, but Lanham should have dropped the stun a lot earlier. He was
middle
hesitating
lane.
once again. Ooh, solo kill? No.
Shackle shot. Shackle shot not on a tree, not on a proper tree, but on the creep. Burning's gonna get chased down here.
They're diving Ice top lane. In the meantime, How giving pursuit and Burning salving up is gonna look to turn around. He just starts going to work, but I think the Bristleback will die too quickly here.
Oh,
Maybe not
nice.
Split Earth. The backup arrives. The Lamb is stepping his game up, bringing them low, bringing them down. Perhaps Burning, he gets the kill, but the Bristleback falls. Lamb could be next in line. He gets the ultimate. Can't kill anyone. They're all so low. IG scattered to the winds. My way if will fall. This next could be the Night Stalker. Lamb, he's got a Split Earth here. Mushi's arrived. Backup has arrived. Power shot off the mark, but they give chase. They'll bring the Night Stalker down. Batman has fallen. The signal no longer in the sky. Now Mushi, one more right click, gets the kill. It's a bloodbath top. Everybody melting. Banana dropping as well. Everybody falling.
No, no. Range creep.
Okay, so when it's all said and done, that was like what, 7 or 8 deaths, and a buyback
Yeah.
from Prophet, I think.
There was close to 9 heroes died there. 9 heroes because Storm died at the start of the fight. Prophet died as well.
And he bought back immediately and did nothing, actually. He had his ultimate, but the fight was already over at that point. He did get his Midas, though, and I believe used it right after buying back, so not too bad of a buyback. But all things considered, great fights for DK. They get a Vit booster and Burning. The Bristleback has started to die a lot, but I think the big item is the mech. Mushi just got it. A 13-minute mech in a game like this, where it's constant action, constant team fights, this is the item that can win DK the game.
Yeah, and the mech from IG is gonna be maybe not coming in the next 5 minutes because YYF has to be the one to build it. I don't
No,
think
but
anyone
Banana's
else.
building
Oh no,
it. Banana's building
the
it.
the Vino is actually gonna build it. So YYF is gonna build into more damage orientated items, but the Vino is gonna take a while before he gets his mech. And the Wind Ranger with her mech now is gonna dictate the play for DK.
Already level 11 is Mushi, and with that, he's got a max shackle shot, a level 3 wind run. He's really going to be the playmaker. Ice as well, charging in. He'll zone them back. There's a lift here, but they cannot focus the Bristleback without their whole team available. Storm, not here yet for the time being, is
Batman.
pushing bottom lane.
Wow, how did the shackle not latch?
I actually looked bottom, I didn't see it.
It's Mushi, not Light of Heaven, so. But double damage for Ice. Ferrari actually not getting the double damage runes this time.
That's another Lysanderism. He's not Light of Heaven, that's why the shackle didn't latch.
And
Makes
so
sense.
if If the Lone Druid Bear doesn't root, he's not Bulldog.
No,
I
he
get
didn't buy
your
enough
logic.
cosmetics. Bulldog bought every single Lone Druid cosmetic. Pay to win.
Confirmed. Not Bulldog, confirmed. Here comes the smoke egg from DK. They parade towards mid. And leading the way should be Mushi here with a shackle shot. But the Veno just gonna hug the tower, hiding and sitting back. And meanwhile, IG go into farm mode. But this is what DK want. Now they get to farm their Spectre, suddenly up to 1800 gold. Remember, he had Boots, Magic Stick, and Poor Man's Shield at, I think it was 9 minutes, and that was it. All of a sudden, Bit Booster, all of a sudden, 1800 gold. He is really caught up.
Please no Vanguard.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
no Vanguard.
There's not
No
gonna be
way.
a Vanguard.
No
There's not
way.
gonna be a Vanguard.
Phase
Don't
Vital.
worry.
I think Phase Vitality.
No,
and
he's not gonna
Diffuser.
complete the phase. He's not gonna complete the phase right now. He's just gonna get a relic
Straight
at this
relic.
point.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
I agree.
tower
Okay.
is under attack.
If you wanted the phase, like, he could have already gotten it.
I think it's really, really, really nice that Banana's playing the Banana Mancer.
What?
Man, if you ever get a banana from the store and it looks like this, I urge you not to eat. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Throw that banana into a toxic refuse bag and call 911. This is not a banana you want to be eating.
Yeah, it's not a tasty banana.
No,
Definitely.
not a tasty banana. Meanwhile,
I'm still waiting for those shackles to chance.
You're trolling me, man. But I mean, for IG, this is obviously not good, right? Because their Night Stalker is just completely slowed down in terms of controlling the tempo. All of DK's cores are now farming well. The Prophet, sure, he's got Midas phase boots, but he's not like leading the farm charts. The X factor for IG has to be the Storm Spirit. 430, getting close to the Orchid. The problem though is everyone on DK is actually looking fairly tanky, aside from Crystal Maiden. The Vit booster's up on the Spectre. Already your Leshrac is Treads and Urn. Obviously, the Armlet Bristleback's not an easy kill. And Mushi's got mech, so Orchid's gonna come out, but it's not like guaranteed kills for this
Yeah.
Storm.
Bottom lane, the DK supports are very near Burning. Oh no, they're gonna leave Burning at the crucial moment. Burning is gonna go down here.
He's got a TP
he'll
out.
try port
Too
away.
late.
Wow, that was so
man.
unfortunate. The supports were like waiting behind Burning for some time,
Yeah,
and
no.
nothing happened, and they decided to rotate away, and that was the time the Night Stalker arrived.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
boy.
they smoked right under Venom Wards.
And they're going in anyway with a shackle shot. Nails the creeps, gets nothing else, and that'll be the end of that.
Oh, now let him stuns. Okay.
It's okay, Lysander. Relax. Your rares are not lost, even if DK loses this game.
My immortals.
Your immortals are not lost either.
They are actually at the edge of their seats right now, your Immortals, going to go down soon.
Here comes DK. The smoke gank is actually still going, but they find the wrong hero. The Storm, not one they're going to be bringing down. Even if that stun hits, no way, Suri. They ain't getting that kill.
I think they might get ratted here.
DK?
Yeah. There's Spectre,
But
but,
I
As long
I
as the
still
Spectre doesn't
feel-
die and he gets Radiance, I don't think they'll get ratted.
I still feel the momentum is on DK's side right now.
Yeah.
Even though IG could have gone for more red after this with the Prophet, the Storm, but eventually you're gonna be very forced to fight at the towers because Spectre can always defend the lanes, split pushing lanes. Very good carry to deal with it. And you will be forced to fight when DK's other heroes creates a momentum to push your towers.
He's also good for just hunting Prophet. Even if you don't kill him, you can just drive him off the lane once you get Radiance and like a little bit more in terms of farm. And he can't really rat against you. Even if you're not haunting to kill him, you just run at him, dagger him, right click him, and he's got a TP out.
Yeah, this is also very good for IG right now. The Vino is holding off the push and the rest of his teammates are taking the tower. He's buying a lot of time for his team.
And a 430 is lurking here, but he doesn't have the Orchid yet. Man, he could just zip in and kill Ice 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 if he did, but he'll TP
He
home.
could have... He's gonna have it in Tangle, so he's gonna get it soon.
yeah, not gonna risk a death there, I think. Not worth it.
Yeah.
But BKB straight for Night Stalker.
BKB against DK is it's a pretty good item, actually. I think it's worth the pickup. But-
A lot of spell damage from the Maiden and the Leshrac and the Windrunner, so very good pickup I feel. He needs to be able to stand in front to tank because otherwise the Storm and the Prophet doesn't really have too much room to deal damage, they need someone to be able to buy a lot of time for them. So the Night Stalker has to be building tanky items.
In fact, guys, he's the only hero who could be in the front lines, right? Because all 4 of IG's supporting cast are squishy. How is the lone tank on this team?
I think the Banana Mancer has to go in and die for his team too.
Yeah. Well, he's still squishy, but yeah, maybe he just runs in, drops the
Yes,
Poison
Mac.
Nova, and the
Your job is to
Kamikaze
die.
Mancer.
Your job is to die as a Vino. Just go in, pop your mech, pop your ultimate, and just die.
You just gave 30,000 noobs license to feed in their next Venomancer pub games, Winter.
And that's how you
Man.
play the hero.
How do you feel, Winter? How do you feel? You just ruined you just ruined several 100,000 Dota games because 30,000 people are gonna have a license to feed in like their next 2 or 3 Veno games.
Yeah, Winter called it.
I said they are supposed to die in the fights. So I guess that's alright if you die in the fights. But
you-
I didn't
No, you
say they're
said you
supposed-
said Veno's supposed to run in and die in the fights. You said he's supposed to run in and die. That was your exact words.
Okay, I used the wrong words. But you're supposed to die as a Vino, regardless. Maybe not run in and die. Oh, top lane.
Top lane, they go in on 430, but he's able to zip away and pops the
Generation
regen.
as well.
He
Nothing-
saw Mushi behind burning, that's why he just zipped out right away. There was a ward as well, spotting his movements. They're gonna do a rush.
He wants to go and burn
Two
here. They
heroes
do a
top.
profit ultimate. They're gonna go for this kill. This will be a big time to kill him. No, never mind. He's trying to bait heroes top so they can rush, it looks like.
Yeah, he's just trying to buy time, so Mushi can't leave burning alone, and they're gonna try and get the rush with the Vino and the Prophet.
DK's
That's just
not
a very
falling
good
for
play.
it. They're not falling for this.
Wow, they are. I don't think they know though. If
they're
they
just
would
trying
have
to get
known,
a
Mushi
gank.
would have
Ice,
teleported.
Ice, he knows, and now the rush is down. And Ice is in a rock and a hard place. Double damage once again, but this time it's on Night Stalker. MMY gonna get into trouble. The silence coming out here on Ice is in a lot of shit. But Burning, he comes in here with the relic. He's gonna be rolling around, but only brown boots, so he runs away instead. But he runs onto the high grounds. That's a good shackle shot from Mushi. And Faith, what does he steal? He steals Spectral Dagger, so he's gonna run around the edge there and says hello. And he's gonna chase down Ladham. He's gonna try and go for a lift. Is there a lift? No lift. Nice juking, but Ladham is gonna get caught. He's gonna get punched in the face by Batman. And now it's 11 to 14. Very unfortunate they did not sense the Roshan going on there.
It's very unobvious because like the Storm was top and they were only using 2 heroes, the Prophet and the Vino, and the Rubik was showing himself in the middle lane. So it was a very difficult call to know that IG was doing the Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. So great play from IG once again. They're gonna be taking the lead now, I think. Yeah, the gold graph has dipped all the way down into the dire side. XP has crossed the threshold now, so it's also in IG's favor. And of course, they have the Aegis.
It's okay, guys. DK is a comeback lineup. This is a comeback lineup. They're allowed to
Spectre
feed like
is
this.
amazing. Spectre is good.
I don't really. I feel like they just should not have taken that fight though. That was not a good fight.
Bottom tower is under
Ice
attack.
They
just
felt they could have won. If the Spectre would have Radiance there, they would have probably killed the 2
Yeah.
supports right off the bat. Then they would have probably won.
Yeah,
But
with
he
Radiance,
was
I agree.
He was so close to the Radiance. Oh, Mushi gonna get jumped by the Storm here. Gonna get Orchid silenced up, slowed by the Gear. So Mushi's gonna go down. Aegis is gonna be popped by the Storm as well.
Face rush, IG are diving this. Ice. He'll be next in line. 2 heroes down. They want 3. They want Lamb here as
Oh,
well.
boy.
See ya, Horseman. He's gonna take a fall. He does hit a splitter thought too, but MMY dying. 4 heroes driven back to the well, herded like cattle, and butchered like cattle.
Wow,
Radiant's bottom
that was
tower
such
is under attack.
a good play by IG. Very good face rush timing and Lesha. Is it too late to hit your splitters right now? Is it already too late?
You know, IG was the bane of Burning's existence with the old DK roster in so many tournaments in 2012, in the early stages of 2013. Will they prove to be the bane of his existence here? They're up a lane of racks after this engagement. Burning has picked up a Radiance. He's going to have to put his team on his back, because all of a sudden, 4 heroes in IG top the net worth charts. They lead now by 7.5k gold, 5k experience, and they are looking fearsome. And all of a sudden, 4k gold on the Storm, another 1.5k on the Night Stalker, another 3k on the Prophet, and he'll have like 2k after he completes the Necrobook. IG are fat. Very fat.
Yeah, but this is what happens when you have a
BKB.
Crystal Maiden that doesn't have anything done early game, and you just get this kind of crap happening to you. Crystal Maiden, it's a pick
no,
you should
the-
thinkers, I think.
I said that I don't think it's the Maiden's fault. Like the few early ganks and the fights, it was because the Lashrak didn't hit the split up. It wasn't the
Yeah,
Maiden's
yeah,
fault. Stop
I know.
picking on the Maiden.
Yo, he was flaming the maiden
is-
last game too. Lysander's, he's one of those people in the pubs that just like picks on the weakest support hero.
But I played the maiden.
Okay, then you flame yourself then, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
so I know how painful it is because when your teammates don't get things done, you just end up feeding. I'm not blaming the maiden. I'm just saying that the maiden doesn't cannot do anything now.
You're,
because
you're
the early
picking on the
game failed.
Maiden. You're calling him Crystal Peden or something.
Guys,
Oh,
DK
I
are
would-
baiting this though.
I
They
would
have
call
haunt.
it Chris Eden.
DK are baiting mid. They want IG to go on them. They have to haunt and treads up on the Spectre. IG not gonna take the bait though. I mean, it's really obvious DK are baiting. Like they're just throwing the bristleback in the middle of the river. You would not do that unless you had just picked up some big items, and they have been shown by burning. But they're gonna go in now, mid. Anyway, Haunt's gonna come through. Instantly, they lose the Wind Ranger. No mech this fight. Even though the Haunt's there, though, isn't enough damage. The Crystal Maiden ult not gonna do enough, or maybe it is. It goes off for a long time. It does decent damage, but burning is just not tanky enough. Down he goes. 4 dead. Only 1 in exchange. The Crystal Maiden ult actually ended up going off for like 3 or 4 seconds. I thought it got cancelled, but it
Level
didn't,
1.
and it just wasn't enough damage.
It's level 1, does 105 damage.
The BKBs on IG made a lot of difference there as well. How not taking much damage, 430 not taking much damage, and now they're just gonna barrel down mid, and this looks like 2 lanes of Rex. There's no haunt. I don't think DK can defend this.
Mortals.
Radiant's
They're
Your
gonna...
immortals are gone. Two lanes of Rax versus the Rat King. Good luck.
Can DK bounce back? Going down 0-3 in a best of 7 is so bad psychologically. Now you have to win 4 games in a row. 4 games in a row to come back. You're on match point for 4 games. Maybe they
Yeah.
take 1 or 2, but can they really win 4 in a row?
I
That's
just
a very
wanna see
remote
a
chance.
4-0.
Do you?
I
I
have
don't wanna
faith.
see a
I have
4-0.
faith.
Oh, you don't want to. I was gonna
No,
say.
you don't have faith. IG has faith.
Idiot. Oh man.
But yeah, IG are looking really good. Like I said, they could just go for one cheese threats. DK has to be on their guard for 4 games, and IG could just go for one 5-man mid or something like that, and they could just win off of that.
5-man mid. Maybe 5-man level 1 Roshan.
I'd like to see a punch. I mean, usually when lands become stompish like this, you usually have a maned throw, if you call it that, where they just play some fun heroes. Navi does that. They pick Pudge for Dandy.
IG actually used to pick Patch on the offlane for YF like a couple of months ago during the new patch. They actually ran Patch as the offlane hero. So you might get your early New Year wish. Burning's gonna get jump on again here by the Sound Spirit. Gonna get
He's
Orchid up.
getting solo
BKB.
killed.
Man, he dies just solo kill. Maiden, okay. Crystal Feederan, he's gonna be there too.
Yeah. 430. He's got a fresh new set of rims on his Ferrari, and he's just rolling over DK, backing up, pushing forward, and leaving some tire marks on them as he moves through.
Yeah.
He's out of
Do
control.
you know what? Do you know actually why his nick is Ferrari 430? Because from when he was a kid, all he wanted was a Ferrari.
Well,
No.
he can buy one
Win one
after
more
TI2.
Good. Yeah, if you win TI4, win one more TI and you could your way there.
How much do they cost? Do you know?
Lysander should
500,000
know.
to $1 million? I don't know. Should be around 500,000.
God should know. He's the one who was cruising around in, was it a Lamborghini
Radiant's
at
top
a...
tower has fallen.
AHL last year?
The Singapore Armageddon.
Oh no, it was the Armageddon Rapture land, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he got to ride around in the car that that Winter's team
I
won.
got the ride too on the Ferrari.
How much
No,
did you charge him for that Winter? You should have charged him.
No, we. What? I charge him?
Yeah, because he only got to do that because of you, right?
No, the organizers invited him. It wasn't because of me.
Here comes the smoke egg from DK. 4 heroes. Straight onto 430. Who's lurking? He's got a BKB. Goes right on Mushi. That's the mech carrier. That's the 4-step carrier. Down she goes. Mushi gets blown up. 430. Gets 2. Makes it look easy as well. Now they found Lamb. He'll be next in line, but they want Burning first. Surrounded. Isolated. Brought down. The GG is probably coming any second. They just smoked. They gave up 3. They gave up 2 cores, and they will tap out. DK are down 0-3 in our best of 7. This is not good for
Oh.
DK.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, DK fans.
Oh my god, that
Immortal.
sucks. That sucks.
But yeah, now it's a compulsory break, so they can go wash their faces, slap themselves, and maybe they'll wake up. 4 games. They got to do this. Will they plow through it?
I have a feeling they have to change up their picks and bans because like IG have been banning out the OD and the Timbersaw every single time. Maybe DK needs to let something through so that they are able to get something else instead of just going for the normal bans like the Visage and the Alchemist.
Yeah,
Oh boy,
I think so.
that sucks.
Yeah, I don't
Mr.
disagree.
David.
I don't have a whole lot to add there. I just think more than anything, DK's just getting outplayed. Like Lamb, the missed stuns bottom lane, just hesitating too much. Some of the decision making of the team, I just feel like DK has been reactive all series long and never controlling the games. And
Yeah.
they're used to being the team that pushes the tempo, the team that's driving the action, and IG is just face rushing them, taking the fight to them every game. This game even more aggressively than games 1 and 2. But DK have to find a way to be the ones who are directing the action. Like they need like a Shao 8 style performance. You
Yeah,
know?
they have to
Yeah,
do
that
it without the Timbersaw. Without the Timbersaw and the OD, they have to find someone else, some other hero to do it.
Completely agree with you guys there. Okay, guys, that's game 3. It's a wrap. We do have at least one more game ahead of us, though. This is a best of 7, but it doesn't look good right now for DK. Down 0-3. They've got to win 4 in a row, else they will settle for 50,000 plays and be forever the bridesmaid, not the bride. We'll be right back after these messages with Game 4. Stay tuned.